When I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
Hello, greetings and salutations from Monday. It's weird. So, this is the new show format. I'm going to give you a little rundown. We're going to have categories for certain topics. And I was planning on doing like an hour-long show, but it might be a little longer. So, buckle up, Buttercup. So, just to give you a rough outline, actually, you know what? Let's see who's here. Who's here? Stormbringer was here, and he said he will return. We got minimal effort heading to the airport. That's always fun. And Stormbringer is being a little mysterious here. Bringing the storm next Monday? We'll see. And we've got Leonard Ghostal in the chat. Here we go. And Leonard, congratulations on your new wrench. And 1,000 Men, also, congratulations on your wrenching. Phantoms, Moxie Doxy Dame is live. Today's a good day. Well, I hope so. I mean, it is Monday after all. Hope you don't have a case of the Mondays. But yeah, so I was able to Bigot Army Raid. I was finally able to sync up my Rumble. So hopefully everything goes off without a hitch. So the lineup, I'm going to do a little something called my algorithm to you, 10 things I saw this week. So now you have to. Going to cover some current newsworthy events, predominantly in the nerdosphere or LawTube adjacent, since those are kind of, the pools I swim in. Oh, you hate Mondays. Hey, Rayski, Rumble stream is working. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Melody, good to see you. Long time no see, right? JK. So current newsworthy events. There's this special little segment called the Uns. The unhinged, the unwell, and the unbalanced. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something from this week, but I did see it this week. I have some little gems for you. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Scott Awesome from Rumble. Hello. Yeah, sounds like somebody has a case of the Mondays. And then we're going to have a Florida man story. Just one. I know there's so many, but a Florida man story from this week that caught my eye. And lastly, I'm bringing back a little bit of a segment that I used to do full shows for called Misconnections Mondays. So we're just going to look for some fun stories to wrap up the show with, sharing heartwarming, often disturbing posts from people just out looking for love on the internet. So, got Brandon. All right. Let me see Andrew Thomas. Good to see you. Happy July. Goodbye, Pride. Wait, goodbye, June. Let me see here. I've got something lined up. Okay, let's see. Let's get on with the program here. All right. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, hi there. Just popping in from headquarters for a brief word. In reviewing the material for tonight's show, we thought this might come up, and we just wanted to let you know, while we are aware the phrase ladies and gentlemen is now antiquated, binary assumptive language, and generally non-inclusive for the modern audience. The Office of the Council's official position is any and all parties offended by such nonsense can eat a bag of dicks. Thank you for your time. Now back to the show. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, so without further ado, get on to my first segment of things I saw this week. 10 things I saw this week, and now you have to. So let me bring that up. I'm glad you're getting a cleanse, because that was horrendous over on Hypnotic Stream. The zooming. There was so much zooming on the movies. So you're welcome. Hot tour.
You gotta give him that hawk tour and spit on that thing. You get me?
She's so cute.
Hawk tour. You gotta give him that hawk tour.
My cabinet.
Is anyone else over the hot tour, or is it still funny? Is it still funny? Welcome, fellow bigots. Hot tour. Spit on that thing. See? Okay. We're getting a little hot tour fatigue going on in the meme category. And Zeros with the super chat. Moxie, happy to catch your stream live this time. Welcome. It's good to see you on this side of the aisle. Well, not the aisle, this side of the internet. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. And by the way, if you have subscribed, make sure you still are, because I had a couple people let me know that YouTube unsubscribed them. So, muy importante. Keep checking. You're still a little confused, but it's funny. Yeah. And then, you had somebody from the conservative side post a video of her being interviewed. And she's like, she didn't say she's voting for Biden that I saw, but she said that Trump wasn't her guy. So, you have the conservatives that are super pro Trump kind of shitting on her now. So there's that. Leonard says it's still hilarious. SSG Adam, hello. And Dragonwise, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. We'll do the whole Truman thing. This one, if you're not on Twitter, that's why I'm posting these, because I did share this one on Twitter because I am guilty of this. And I like it. I think he's onto something.
I will have some sort of linguistics expert, and they will be coining a term that captures the phrase, I'm sorry I didn't text you back. I looked at it. I saw it. I told myself to reply, but I didn't because I was busy or depressed or didn't know what to say. And I told myself I would get back to you later. And then later came around and I totally forgot about it. And now it's been 2 days and I went to text you and I opened it up and I realized I left you hanging. And now I don't know what to say. One word that sums all that up. And you can just write that back. And the person has to go, oh, okay, got it. You weren't blowing me off. You weren't being disrespectful. You were just blah, 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 blah. And I don't know what the word needs to be. I'm not Shakespeare. I can't come up with a word that sounds good for that. But somebody needs to combine the term like apologize with lazy, depression, apolopression. I apolopression. And it's like, boom. That means I was depressed and I didn't reply to your texts and I apologize. Done.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple, sweet. I like it. And then I see things on Instagram. So I would like to know, because my algorithm is a little weird. Have you seen any of these things, outside of me reposting them in my Discord or on Twitter or whatever? But this one is a little cat.
Our anus is a useful thing indeed. The anus gives relief in time of need.
Am I going to get copyright struck on this one? People are copyright claim happy.
All have an anus, so no matter what you've heard, remember that anus is the proper word.
Push. Yes. Great push.
What's this?
Elephant,
What's this?
cheetah,
Giraffe?
giraffe,
What is this?
daddy,
What is it?
daddy.
Bruh.
This is Kyoto's parade of 100 yokai.
This one's really cool. This one's not cringe. It's just cool.
Yokai is a collective term for ghosts, monsters, and supernatural beings in Japanese folklore, and they are quite popular in Japan. This parade recreates the Japanese legend of Yaki-Yagyo, or the parade of yokais that roam around the streets of Japan at night. The concept of yokai has become more popular because of animes and mangas. Would you want to witness this event on your Japan trip? Save this reel for the details and follow for more Japan travel tips.
Okay, it's a little terrifying, but super awesome, right? Holy schmoly, guacamole. We got SSG Adam Juneman gifting 10 memberships. Hold on. I need my sounds. I have a stream deck, but I don't know how to set it up. So you get a and a yeah. Thank you. You're awesome. Remind me not to wander around Japan at night. Oh, am I looping it? Just keep cheering. We'll just keep cheering for Adam. It's fine. It's all good. The opening, Anthony covered that song back in the day. He has a few verses that are, wow. Really? Huh. Staff Sergeant Adam, salute. This one's cringe. I'm sorry.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater.
Okay, this one's gross, but it's funny.
They got old girl out here playing a straight up plumbus, dude. Plum is slapping right now, dude. Y'all see them little udders? That's she a pro pulling at the plumbus udders, dude. Straight making good ass tips too, dude. Look at that freaking tip bucket, dude. Overflowing. Every annoying guitar dude at a party just had a freaking straight up backstrap plumbus, dude. I'd be down for them to play whatever. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I'm in very good health. I just won.
Okay, this kind of like segues into the debate. I'm not really going to talk a whole bunch about it, but this cracked me up, and it's hard to believe that this was an actual part of the debate conversation between Trump and Biden. But this cracked me up when Mom asked who the better golfer is.
2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter.
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf.
Okay, you're right. You're right, Pet Brett. I should have shared what that was from. The plumbus was from Rick and Morty. It's not cute. Look it up on your own time. We're gonna wrap up the algorithm here.
You can carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was at 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8. But I had, you know, how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
turn
Let's not act like children.
You are
to
a
a
child.
specific concern.
How embarrassing is that? Ugh, I'm embarrassed for everybody. But on that note, where did it go? You know, you leave the room for like 5 minutes and your kid like starts moving stuff around. It's a problem. Let's see. Oh, here we are.
So let's get that straight. If that's what you call them.
It's too perfect.
That we've ever had. They can't stand it. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information. As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real...
Okay. So that was my algorithm to do 10 things I saw this week. So now you have to. But let's see. Oh, Yamada, what is that? That was the plumbus from Rick and Morty. Yeah. You couldn't get your chat bar to pull up. Well, that's awful. I'm glad you figured it out, or it just decided to work. Technology. You're finally here, Meowdy. Hail bigots and hail to me. Thank you. And we're in a fly. I haven't seen you before. If I have, I don't remember. I've been old. Pepper, I used a plumbus to clean my shower, and as a butter. Oh, it's so little. Gross. That's disgusting. All right. So the next portion of the show, we're going to dedicate a little bit to some of the court legal happenings that happened today and coming up for certain cases that have been on the radar for me personally and some other people that follow the law tubers. So on that, I need to figure out where my buttons are. That's a problem. But just be fancy. So Trump touts Supreme Court's presidential immunity ruling as big win for our Constitution and democracy. This is from Fox News. So apparently, in the 248 years of our government existing, judicial system existing, they've never ruled on this before. So it's a little bit interesting. It was voted 6-3 in favor of President Trump. So is that big enough for you? That's what she said. Let's see. former President Trump touted the Supreme Court's ruling as a big win, blah, blah, blah. We already said that. The Supreme Court ruled today in Trump v. United States that a former president has substantial immunity from prosecution for official acts committed while in office, but not for unofficial acts. They say he's immune from criminal prosecution for official acts, but left it to the lower court to determine exactly where the line between official and unofficial lay. So he may not be prosecuted for exercising his core constitutional powers and is entitled at a minimum to a presumptive immunity from prosecution for all his official acts. So it's not a total victory, apparently. He talks about how he's been harassed by the Democratic Party and all that. But the Supreme Court weighed in on the issue of presidential immunity after Trump, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, appealed to the justices when he was charged as a part of Special Counsel Jack Smith's federal election interference case. So the charges stem from Smith's months-long investigation into whether Trump was involved in the January 6, 2021 Capitol breach and whether he tried to interfere with the results of the election in 2020. Pleaded not guilty. So the case is sat in limbo, and yeah, it's done for this, at least for this. So hooray for Trump supporters, and yeah, get wrecked, losers. So anyway, that was noteworthy. It was a historical decision by the justices. So thought I'd just mention it. Let's see. We got Scooby. Hello. An Island. Good to see you. Dragon White says hookers and blow, titties and beer. Can't super chat until new card shows up. Hail Moxie. Hail Bickets. Thank you. It's good to see you. And Scooby Pup. She first gifted 1 and then she gifted 5 memberships. I gotta get quicker with this whole sound effects thing. Thank you, Scooby. You rock. Legend. Scooby gifted yourself. Hey, a gift's a gift. Treat yourself. Am I right? Oh, wow. The thing is, when I look away, you guys think, yeah, thank you. Mad Moxie. Sweet. And Sonia's in the house. Hey, Sonia. She's a super mod. Oh, did I miss one, SS Adam? So you gifted 5 memberships and then 10? Did I cover that? I am so sorry if I missed it, but yay. That's amazing. And yes, like the stream, please. It helps. Everything helps. Oh, thank you. Meowdy. Okay, so back to some of the legal news of today that were kind of like major, right? So, all right. The next one was if you're following it, the Karen Reed trial. If you haven't been following it, Karen Reed was accused of unaliving her ex-boyfriend, supposedly by hitting him with an SUV in the wintertime in Massachusetts and speeding away, leaving him to perish in the snow in the front yard of a house full of cops. By the way, he was a cop. House full of cops. He had what were obvious dog bite wounds to his arm. He had his cause of death was consistent with some sort of fight or something that would cause him to fall and concuss his head that way. Nothing that would really indicate that he was hit by a vehicle. So the whole thing was super, super sus. For instance, the investigating officers collected blood from the scene in red Solo cups and put them in basically a grocery bag, a paper grocery bag. The whole investigation was a shit show. And sorry, I got distracted by the chat. The whole thing was a shit show, and it was so bad that the FBI is investigating the police department for their investigation on this case. But the jury wasn't allowed to be privy to that information. It's so bad that the FBI was paying for the defense counsel's experts to testify. It was wild. It's like a 28, 29 day trial, and that's a lot of time. So I would recommend catching some of if you're interested, catching some of the summaries from like Legal Vices. He's done some summaries, Danny on. She's also been covering it. And oh, thank you. You're awesome too. But yeah, they've all been covering and doing recaps. But what happened last week is the jury went into deliberations they came back to the judge and said, we can't come to an agreement. She sent them back. They came back again. We can't come to an agreement, unanimous agreement on the verdict. She sent them back. And according to, I don't know if it's specific to Massachusetts law or practices, but the judge cannot compel the jury a third time to deliberate. So they came back today and said very eloquently, whoever was the foreperson did an excellent job in the communications to the court. But they weren't unable to come to a unanimous resolution, and therefore the judge declared a mistrial. So it was a huge deal. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with that FBI investigation. But they made a statement, her defense counsel made a statement after court adjourned today.
Folks, this is what it looks like when you bring false charges against an innocent person. The Commonwealth did their worst. They brought the weight of the state based on spurious charges, based on compromised investigation and investigators and compromised witnesses. This is what it looks like. And guess what? They failed. They failed miserably, and they'll continue to fail. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long they keep trying, we will not stop fighting. We have no quit. Go ahead.
I just have two things to say, folks. Number one, I am in awe of the strength and courage of this remarkable client that I've had the privilege of representing since day one. And number two, I want to send a message to all of her supporters out there. Your support was invaluable. We are touched, and we ask for your continued support. I'm not from Texas, like my colleague here. I'm a Boston kid. But I'll repeat what he said, which is, we ain't got no quit.
So great for Karen Reed. Also kind of shitty though, because like now it just sits in limbo and whether or not the district attorney's office wants to press charges or proceed with another trial. She'd have to go through it all again. So, but for now she's out. And holy moly guacamole, it's Adam Reveal. What are you doing? Gifting 10 Moxie Dame memberships. Look at you. Hold, please. I have something for you. For Adam. Just for you. You and your Lambo and your yacht. Legend. Thank you so much. This chat is looking mighty green tonight. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Now you're hungry again. What made you hungry? Both snows. Yeah, that's right. It's Adam's song. Ale. Yeah, the crotch shot. Yeah. So I had not been able to watch the entire trial, but investigator Proctor, or Trooper Michael Proctor, he's a douchebag and a half. Oh my gosh. So he's investigating this, right? There's a house full of cops, didn't know there was a body in their lawn. Okay, long story short, everyone thinks that it's a cover-up of some sort. Something else happened to him after she dropped him off at the house. And this is the dude that was investigating her. And he has to read in court some of the text messages that when he was talking about Karen. It is so bad. So bad.
Zero. Absolutely zero impact on this investigation.
That is what State Trooper Michael Proctor tried to convince the jury about his relationship with some witnesses in this case and about the unflattering personal text messages of his he sent about Karen Reed as he investigated her for murder.
She's a whack job. See you.
So don't spell it. You have to. So these are your words, Trooper Proctor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead and say them.
Yes, she's a babe.
If you didn't catch that, he called her a see you next Tuesday, and he tried to spell it out, and they're like, no, you have to say it. And just for context, she has Crohn's disease, so he says some gross stuff.
Weird Fall River accent, though. Said the Alberts beat the shit out of O'Keefe, left him for dead, and that's why her taillight was cracked. She's gross. Trooper DeChico, oh, her.
Hear them red and
Okay, that didn't show all of it, but he basically was talking about her, like her shitting herself, and she's gross, and she's a retard, and like it's not a good look for the lead investigator or one of the lead investigators. So what had happened, and I had just been forwarded this before the stream, by John H. 2004. So this is a statement from Colonel Mon from the Massachusetts State Police. Following the mistrial, they'd like to offer condolences to the family of John O'Keefe, the decedent. But this bit here, upon learning today's result, the department took immediate action to relieve Trooper Michael Proctor of duty and formally transfer him out of Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, State Police Detective Unit. This follows our previous decision to open an internal affairs investigation after information about serious misconduct emerged in testimony at trial. So he got fired. Beautiful. Love to see it. So let's see here. The other thing, I have two more on the any sort of like legal side. Did you do that again? Everybody's gonna be green. I'm gonna run out of members or subscribers. Keep it up. But, holy crap. You guys are something. Wowza. I don't know what to do with myself. So if you caught my last musings with Moxie, I had touched on no, I didn't touch on this. This was my Sunday stream with potentially criminal Sean. And we talked about the doctor's disrespect scandal. And at that time, there wasn't anything concrete. He had not yet made a statement. But since my stream with potentially criminal, he put out a statement basically acknowledging the fact that yes, or confirming rather, that yes, he was talking to an individual minor, which is weird because the tweet was edited to include minor. Anyway, I don't know. It was weird. Oh, thank you, Bob. Leaky balloon knot. Yeah, that's what it was. Trooper Proctor was talking about Karen. Very, very bad taste. Not professional. Okay. So Dr. Disrespect. And I know everybody's been covering what he's said and what the former employees from Twitch had said. But I found this tweet from an account called Kirsch. I don't know them. But I thought it was an interesting take. So with all the discourse around the Dr. Disrespect situation going on, I wanted to point out something I haven't seen many people talking about: Twitch's behavior in the entire debacle. Obviously, everything without proof is taken with a grain of salt and is just an allegation as long as we only have "just trust me, bro" as evidence. The screenshot dumped a few days back. Twitch let pedophiles run free every day. This implies that there are a lot more people who are being inappropriate with minors than just Doc. How many of these people were streamers? Why did Twitch sweep all of them under the rug? How many more victims did Twitch create by not reporting any of this if people with platforms were involved? Did Twitch even report anything to authorities? So this guy, Relum714, is basically saying it's really bad. He had access to private whispers. It was his job to investigate them, and he wished he didn't see what he saw. I'm not going to read the entire thing because it's a lot, but it is interesting because everyone's just like quick to point the finger at just Doc. They settled to keep things quiet to protect them both. So Twitch had something to keep quiet. It wasn't to protect Dr. Disrespect, and they wanted to save their own asses too. You know who he is, or he, she, I don't know who they are. I don't know them, but I thought it was an interesting thing that not many people are actually talking about. So 30 watching, 38 likes, 100%. Sweet. And so, yeah, it just goes on. And like I said, it's a lot. They talk about Rolling Stone putting out an article that was kind of like running defense. So a little sus. I'm not invested in the story necessarily, but it is interesting. Just kind of follow, keep a pulse on, and see what happens. My guess is nothing's going to happen because I did look into it, and the statute of limitations is pretty much dipped for any sort of like prosecution for just talking inappropriately to a minor. And even in my state, which is California, it's past the statute of limitations, so nothing's going to happen. But his social credit score is tanked. I mean, should it? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Twitch has bigger pockets. And Twitch doesn't want this public because it indicts them, which is worse than the doctor's disrespect issue. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's not, well, according to Mr. 714, there's a lot worse stuff going on. So I'm sure they wanted to look over there. Or not at all. Let's see. Did I miss you guys? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, love it. Good night. We'll catch you later. Yeah, I'll cancel bigots. Let's see. The last one I wanted to talk about, touch on, because we just had some news, is Sarah Boone. I don't know if you've heard of her. If you follow any of LawTube, you've heard of Sarah Boone. She's the suspect and accused of killing her boyfriend by suffocating him in a suitcase. And she claimed that she and he were playing hide and seek. She helped zip him up in the suitcase, and the neighbors think she tossed him down the stairs in the suitcase. They heard sounds. She thinks she's super duper smart, and she's horrible. She's gone through 8 attorneys. She writes super long-winded letters, and what's great is, actually, you know what? For context, this is, I'm going to share it. So she took video, and it was on the phone. Apparently, she was a little litty titties on the wine, but
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Okay, so you get it. She's horrible. He ended up passing away in the suitcase. She called the cops at like noon after 12:30 the next day. Anyway, she wrote, and here we go. This one. So this is the letter that she wrote the other day to the judge. Apparently it's 58 pages long. So she just lost her 8th attorney, and she's not going to get another one. So she's going to have to go pro se and represent herself. So it will be, oh gosh, it's going to be entertaining, and it's going to be cringe, and everyone in the LawTube sphere is so ready for it. So let's see here. Oh yeah, Dragon Whites, good night. Thanks for stopping by. And let's see. Oh yeah, Sonia's out. Bye, Sonia. Grifty's in the house. Hey, bud. How you doing? How did she fit? He was a small man. Apparently, he's a small man. Twitch needs meds. Yeah. Probably not in the chat, Adam. But thank you. Making it green. Yeah, terrible way to die. Suffocating a suitcase. So she left him there, went upstairs, and went to sleep. She said she passed out, had half a bottle of wine. There were 2 bottles. And it was an accident. They were playing a game. Oh, yeah. At the end, it's kind of a long video. I just want to kind of give you the gist. But she goes, shh. It's so creepy. Oh, no. Get this out, guys. My lights are flickering. Oh, no. Best thing she can do is represent herself. It means an easy maximum sentence. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be horrible. And I'm ready for it. So let's see. I was going to gift memberships because I didn't think anyone was going to make it green like this. So maybe I'll just hold on to those, I guess. So yeah, we covered the somewhat recent news. Not necessarily breaking, but some. Oh, heck yeah. Hold, please. I dubbed the wrenched. Yeah, for those that don't know, I think everyone here is familiar with Hypnotics chat. There's from there. Adam also mods over there, and I have Wrench over there too. Any members who want to join the Discord? Yeah, there is a post on my community page with the Discord details for members. And if the link's broken, let me know because it happens all the time. Oh, also, thank you for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. How big of a suitcase? It must cost extra. The topic of the girlfriend putting the boyfriend in the suitcase is why mental asylums institutions need to return on a large scale. Dude, they would be over capacity. I mean, it is wild out there. Oh, yeah. Bunch of bigots. Aren't we all? Okay, so we're past the recent-ish news. Memberships are handled. What else do I got? Oh, I think we're going to jump into the next segment here. But before we do, I have a brief disclaimer because we want to be sensitive. I mean, as much as the bigot army can be. And yeah, so here we go. Mental health is no joke, but some people definitely are. If you or someone you love are experiencing manic episodes, having sudden urges to shave your head and or dance around the house with butcher knives, or feel compelled to try on your sister's, mother's, or wife's clothing and subsequently experience a euphoria boner, we strongly encourage you to speak to a licensed professional. That's it. That's the disclaimer. That's the disclaimer. So if you caught my last Musings with Moxie, it was actually on a Friday night. I talked about this guy, Josh Seiter. He used to be on The Bachelor or Bachelorette, and he has done every grift imaginable. Body positivity, dating reality TV stars, breaking up with reality TV stars. He is a drama cow. He loves it. He grifted off of political views. He came out as gay. Faked his own death. Came out as bi. Was engaged to a man. Engagement fell through. His latest one is he's trans now. Okay, so that's the long and short of it. And he has been posting like crazy. And you know what? I forgot to do the thing. In addition to the disclaimer, I have a bumper. Let's go.
Grab the popcorn and get ready, folks. It's time for the unhinged, the unwell, and the unbalanced.
There he is. Okay. Bob Masavo, I typically throw butcher knives across the house. I mean, there's that. But if you're dancing with them, seek help. Get help. See the thing. Yeah, Brittany. So, because Josh Seiter and Brittany post so often, I figured we'd just check in with them, see how they're doing. And since my last video where I did talk about Josh, he's been blowing up. He was posted by Libs of TikTok, and most recently he was on with Alex Stein, primetime Alex Stein, 99. Pimp on a blimp. And he's calling him out.
You know what that's like. And what people don't understand is when you have the mindset that you and I have, we don't care. I don't care. People can make fun of you. That's not me like kind of confronting you right now. It's not going to hurt your feelings. But your family, they could be embarrassed by this. Do you not feel any sort of, guilt to them? Not for you, because I see you're like me. We don't have a lot of shit.
So before that, he's talking about how he's dressed up in, I would say female outfits, but not really. Just kind of like swimsuits and stuff. Swimsuits are wildly inappropriate and unattractive. But what rhymed? Did I say something? Anyway, but he calls Josh out, and Josh is getting exactly what he wants. But the problem with crazy people, it's hard to differentiate between just crazy and grifting. So I'm keeping an eye on Josh.
Shame. But your loved ones, they know it's a bit. I mean, why are you going to do this to them for so long, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just living my authentic truth. And
come on, Josh, show me too. Quit playing with me. I'm the pimp on a blimp, Josh. I can do this bit. I can do this dance with you. We can joke around, and I'll be nice, and I'll say all the transgender shit. But it's a work. This is a gimmick. This is like professional wrestling. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at a beautiful lady like you, but.
Yes. No, I don't believe Josh tucks because he's not even willing to get rid of his body hair. He looks like he did it here, though. Oh, but his earlier posts are super cringe. If you want to just die from the cringe, it's overflowing with the cringe. That's his truth. Your nightmare. Josh and Suitcase Women should get together. Oh my gosh, the headlines. I think a collab is in order. Yeah. So good for Josh. Selling it, making waves. Notoriety is the thing. Yep. Good night, Scooby. Thank you so much. Catch you next time. Battle socks. I don't know what that is. Educate me. The Gooch. What's shaking, Bacon? How you doing? But yeah, our regulars, I figured just check in on our local residents of the funny, not funny. Is it the funny farm? Is it the funny farm? Is that the expression? Because she came out with some new dances recently, and they speak for themselves. Oh, I can't play the music. You don't need the music. Make up your own. Did we really do right by Brittany by helping her or supporting her get out of the conservatorship? I don't know. I don't know. She doesn't look well. And speaking of unwell, and again, it's not because it happened this week, but I did just see it. And it's educational. I did not hear about euphoria boners until probably the last few weeks or so. So maybe you'll learn something too. So this is in the Redditors, wild Redditors category. Getting the chubs when I think of being a woman. I want to say firstly that I'm pretty ignorant about being trans. I just feel like I'm confused. Imagine that. So I'll try to be honest. I don't want to be offensive or rude, and if I am, I sincerely apologize. I thought I was cis for a while, but I'm starting to doubt this recently. I've always been a bit sad when looking at attractive women in life and in media, especially lesbian couples. I realize this feeling is jealousy. As an experiment, tried styling my hair more femininely, got told I looked like a girl, which felt good. Then at 2 a.m. panicked about that and shaved my head. Okay. There's more going on than, yeah. Okay. Because of these reasons and others, I'm thinking I might be trans. However, there is the issue for me that when I imagine myself as a woman, I get chubs, which makes me think I'm cis and it's just a fetish. Autogynephilia? Much? If you follow, I think it's Mary Kate Delvey on Twitter, she does a series on TikTok called Listening to Trans People, and she just reads posts like this. And yeah, it's wild. It's super wild. So yeah, 18 years old. Stop messing with the kids. Get help. So it feels strange to be getting aroused when imagining myself as a woman, because even though physically I'm hard, I don't feel aroused emotionally. Am I stupid? And then you get a shit ton of comments and I don't know if this is true. I don't have the equipment. They're coming to take me away. Haha. They're coming to take me away. Hee hee. Ho ho. Haha. To the funny farm. Life is beautiful all the time. Never heard of it. Oh. Haha. Ho ho. Hee hee. Yes. That's a good one. What is Gooch doing? Gooch, Gooch, Gooch. I'm missing chats. Oh, butterfly knife. Sorry, I missed the context. Not that I would have remembered what that was. I've heard of it. I just didn't remember. Kim Sue Larry. And Gooch, is that you doing a show tomorrow night? Sweet. Check it out. You're more famous in my chat than I am. Get out of here. Just kidding. But yeah, so I don't know if this is true. Boys in the chat, let me know. If you're happy, do you get pops? Like wiener pops? Is that real? Yeah, euphoria boners. That was disappointing to learn about. Okay, that is enough of the unwell, unhinged, and unbalanced for today. I have 2 more categories. Won't take long. But if you've ever caught my misconnections, you'll find, you know what? I'll explain it after the bump. All right. Let's just jump right into it. This is kind of fun.
Are you looking for me? I'm looking for someone. Where can you be? Someone.
Hi, I'm Maurice. I'm an executive by day and a wild man by night. I do fashion photography.
I took a sponge ball and was pulling him out of a little girl's ear. I'm looking for the goddess. Are you the goddess? Who is the goddess? The goddess is the woman, is a woman, is any woman, is all women.
I'm a 25-year subscriber to both Playboy and the New Yorker magazine.
No fatties. I want it all. No dopers, no smokers, no alcoholics.
I steal watches.
No posers.
We don't like to write checks.
No hamsters.
We don't like to take out the garbage. What I'm doing right now is making a movie about World War II.
No Donna Juanitas. Do you like cats?
Do you like cats? Dating pre-internet. Also, in the distant past, there was such a thing called Craigslist. I know. I put his face on that one because it had the Easterner accent. Oh my gosh. So if you've never heard of it, there's a thing called Craigslist. Okay, you've heard of Craigslist, but there is a category within Craigslist for dating or meeting people called Missed Connections. And Missed Connections is a place to go for you to find that gorgeous woman that you saw across the subway, right? You locked eyes. She smiled. You smiled. And she got off the train. And you want to get in touch with her. Well, of course, the only way to try to do so is posted on Missed Connections. I saw you on the tram or whatever. We locked eyes. You were wearing this. Tell me what I was wearing so I know it's you. Okay? So, Lord, that's real accurate. Lord, accurate. So, matchmake on dial-up, the PBS. Oh, wow. I don't know about that one. But I did have a roommate. She was obsessed with Missed Connections, and I had not heard about it prior to that. And that was 2012-ish. And she would always look in our area to see if anybody had written about her. It was kind of funny. You thought it was a massage section? Well, lucky you. There are a plethora of woodworkers, people looking for Richard, plumbers, pole polishers, lots of handyman categories or professionals within Missed Connections. You have to get a little creative, and the creative ones are my favorite. So, in looking today for some fresh posts, I came across this one and it confused the crap out of me. So I wanted to check in with the chat because after you've read so many of these where they're using innuendos and, no one's looking for a man actually named Richard. No one's looking for a plumber. They don't need they might need their pipes cleaned, but you kind of get used to the degeneracy and the creativity. Props to some of those, by the way. This one, though, I don't know if it's a person genuinely looking for the seamstress's phone number or this is a really weird way to say something kinky. Okay, so we crossed paths last Tuesday at your quaint little shop downtown. I was the one with the faded denim jacket and the ill-fitting pair of trousers. First of all, this is supposed to be near Alhambra, outside of Los Angeles. So no one says trousers. Sus. You had a warm smile and a reassuring demeanor that convinced me to entrust you with my beloved clothes. Who talks like this? I was hopeful, but it seems there's been a slight misunderstanding. The alterations you made, although done with utmost care, didn't turn out to be quite right. My clothes now feel a bit too snug, and I'm struggling to fit in them comfortably. Okay. Did he actually go to a seamstress? Maybe. Did he go to a seamstress and get chub, right? My clothes are too tight now. You're really hot. He did it for me. Am I reading into it? I'm hoping we can fix the situation without any hard feelings or additional costs. After all, we both want the same thing. For my clothes to fit me perfectly, of course. I believe in your skills, and I'm sure you can rectify this minor hiccup. Let's meet again at your earliest convenience and work this out. I'm looking forward to seeing your warm smile once more and leaving your shop with clothes that fit just right. It is totally innuendo. It absolutely is. Oh no, Craigslist, a place where you could once get a mother-daughter escort service. Oh no. Yeah, he might need, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's totally an innuendo. I take it back. It is not innocent. No, there are no innocents in the Missed Connection space on Craigslist. Maybe just across the board on Craigslist. Got a partial check. That's what I'm guessing. Needs the pants to fit again. Trousers, excuse me. Who says that? But if you're not familiar, I mean, there's always somebody looking for Richard. Someone needs their pipes cleaned. Someone's an excellent woodworker. There's couples looking. I don't like the one-liners. Come on, entertain me. Okay. HWP. So I didn't know what a CD was for a long time. Apparently it's cross-dresser. Because people are like, I'm looking for a CD. I'm like, oh, or a CD player. CD player. Cross-dressing. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, we don't need to dive too far into these. I really just kind of like want to pick one that stands out. Did you do it again? You did it again. You're crazy. You're crazy. Crazy man. It plays music. Yeah, CD players play music. Oh, there are some flute players, some baseball players. That's also another one. Golf players, and people getting to the bottom of things. I don't know. If you're bored, it's kind of funny. There are some dudders of places, though. I thought Las Vegas would be more of a hotspot. Not so much. There was one in the Los Angeles area when I used to do these. I saved it. I actually responded to it. I created an email account just to respond to misconnections. Where I have to know more. What is this about? One, yeah. Oops, he did it again. It's crazy. Institutionalize this man. He's lost his mind. No, there's a new one called Double List. Excuse me, I have homework to do. Moxie? Yes? What? What did I do? You are a very nice guy. Thank you so much. Everybody's going to be great. I love it. Except for the blue wrench holders. The new ones. He's a mad lad. Absolutely. So Double List. Okay. He's racist. Okay. I make bad jokes all the time. I embarrass myself. I am sorry. Moxie color. Zanjana. DL charges money if you want to actually contact Craigslist. Oh, Double List if you want to actually contact any of the listings. So you don't have like an anonymous email. That's interesting. Yeah, listings. I want to say my life is average. I've never heard of that. Gray power. Oh no. The gray sis. Okay. Well, that was fun. Okay, I have one last thing, and then I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for hanging out with me. But I thought this Florida man story, it was a little funny. It was a little funny. Only turned 31 people agreeing. Only. The 31 more people than were before. So I call that pretty freaking amazing. With great moxies come great responsibility. Sometimes I'm just retarded. Well, I mean, I always am, but you know, less responsibilities than others. Think we're going to stay put. Yamada always seems to dodge getting memberships. Yeah. What's with that? So, Florida man story. And this one is recent. Last month. Well, no, July 1st. Published May 22nd this year. I'm going to stab you. Florida man arrested after taking off with $30,000 in Pokemon cards. Hasiel Manferl, a 33, faces charges of aggravated assault and grand theft. Does he look like a Pokemon player? Or does he know their value and he's going to like sell them on the street? I don't know. He was arrested early in May after he took off with a binder of valuable Pokemon trading cards, according to the Miami Police Department. In the arrest affidavit, police said that the man, entered a hobby store in the area called Pro Play Games on May 6th. He asked the store's owner about his Pokemon cards, prompting the owner to bring out a binder of around 3,000 cards valued at $30,000. At that point, he grabbed the entire binder and left the store without paying. However, he was then confronted by several other patrons. Oh, no, you don't take our Pokemon cards. You kidding me? I can imagine this happening. I wonder if there's surveillance footage. That would be hilarious. Let's see. Along with the store owner and another man, they were able to recover the binder. And when he attempted to flee, the other man tried to stop him, causing him to brandish a pair of pliers and making several jabby motions in his direction. He said, "Te voy a pinchar," which translates to, "I'm going to stab you." Huh. After the man backed off, Manfred ran toward the back of the shopping center, where he was ultimately taken into custody by an officer. He faces charges of aggravated assault, grand theft, and armed robbery, and held with no bond. I want to see the footage. I need to see the footage. See, he's probably a scalper who knew the price of cards. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, he might take off. Like Dumbo joke. Anyway, let's see. I know Pokemon is still popular, but 30,000 in cards. It sounds crazy to me. I never played it, so I don't know. I'd have to default to the experts, defer to the experts. Adam's trying to get Yamato. Grand Theft Pokey. Apparently. Oh, Vet Gamer, I'm going to be wrapping up here. So thank you for staying and hanging out for as long as you did. Sir Clips a lot. It's been a while since I saw you. Pokemon, go to jail. Straight to jail. Straight away. Oh, gosh. Well, that's all I had for the show tonight. But thanks for hanging out with me. And I don't know. I found these things entertaining. They're on my mind. And thank you for sharing it with it. And thanks for all of the new members. Thank you to Adam. And Stormbringer says he's coming back on Monday next week. So he'll get to have his soundbite. Adam Reveal, also legend. He's probably gone by now, but I am so grateful. You guys are rad. And yes, help support the channel by liking, subscribing, becoming a member, and checking to make sure you're still subscribed. Because YouTube can be as hell. Mad Moxie is done for the night. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And you know what? I'll see what went well, what didn't go well tonight. And this was the first one with any sort of like outline or plan. So yeah, I hope it was fun for you. It's fun for me. And I'm gonna say good night. And I don't know which outro I want to use. User says good night or night all. You are rad. No, you. Peace out, bigots. Metastep, good to see you, Dracos. Everybody. Yeah. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to find an outro. Which one's good? I moved things around, and you might just not get one. Hold, please. Here we are. I salute you to the end of Pride Month.
Lesbians!